Alright, good morning for this Thursday, October 16th. Let's go over a few things here today. Let's first look at Tata Motors, TTM. That trade was stopped out yesterday. Remember, we went long right in here. Didn't give us much. We were stopped out yesterday afternoon, late afternoon, right in here as it took out these lows. So small losing trade there. The US dollar, Japanese yen currency, forex currency pair looks like is holding right in here. Looks like we'll probably get that inside pattern today. Initial stop loss, the ISL is sitting below this low right in here. Remember that our stop's at 105.10, 105.10. We are long at 106.45. We're trading at 106.05. We'll see what happens today. And we'll look at this again tomorrow, see if we can pop up through those highs and continue running. And then, as you all know, the overall market got hit again today on the open, but we've recovered. We've pretty much filled that gap. Let's take a look at the E-mini S&P 500. All right, this is the E-minis on a 3-minute intraday chart. This is where it closed. Opened up down here, rallied up, and look at that. Fill that pretty much to the tick. That's typically a good, when you get a gap like that, coming back to the prior day's close is typically a good resistance point where you can sell and pretty much take a movement down. And we've moved down nicely from there already. So again, we've filled that gap. Went up through it technically by only one tick, right? Barely penetrated one price fluctuation, and we're right back down. So in terms of the overall market today, it'll be very interesting to see if the market is unable to take out today's intraday low. This is yesterday's low, of course, right? Of course, if we drift back, if we drift down, take out today's intraday low, then I would expect a retest of yesterday's low. And that, yeah, if on the other hand we're not able to take out the lows, but rather we come back up through today's high right in here, then I would expect a retest of this high, right? Which is actually yesterday's high. It took out the morning high by a little bit. If we're able to close up through yesterday's high, then I expect tomorrow to be an up day. But you know what? Who knows what's going to happen? We're in a range right now. We filled that gap, and we'll see if we're able to come back and test these lows here. Let's just take a look. See, yesterday afternoon, the market came back, rallied all the way through the morning high, penetrated it barely, and closed right in here. So this is what we're looking at. Okay, so I truly believe today's intraday high is pretty significant. And the low is too. If we break down through the low, I would expect yesterday's low to be tested. And then this is a critical area. What do we do from here? Do we continue moving lower, or do we fail and we try to bounce? Right on the other side, again, if we take out the intraday high, I would expect this to be tested. And again, question mark, do we break up through it? And if we close above yesterday's high, then I believe tomorrow would be up. So let's just check it out and see what happens. I think the play, though, could be in the Russell, the IWM ETF. I would trade the IWM. Let's take a look at a daily chart here. It's quick. Daily chart right in here. Let's spread it out a little bit. Now, of course, we've gotten hit harder on the overall on the Russell than we have the S&Ps. So what we are seeing here is, look at these highs, equal highs. We're able to break up through it. I think we continue to move up into the blue action zone. So I think that there's a lot of room to move if the market's able to penetrate up through the highs, these highs. All right, have a profitable day, and I'll be back with you tomorrow. Bye.